this is ultimately how I was trying to say, right? When I make videos, and what I like the most about the fact that I make videos is that like I like stripping away the version of myself that I think this will be good for my audience. I've been posting videos for the last like 4 or 5 months, right? And I've been constantly showing up every single day. And one thing that I've learned is that like when I love when people find and discover this, because I'm not trying to be somebody else. I'm not trying to be anybody but myself, right? When I post these videos, like when I think about my situation and where I'm at right now, there's a there's a core belief of where I see myself and what I want to achieve. I don't lie to people. There's no reason to lie to people. But the reason why I'm bringing up this, right, is because when I think about when I speak about, personal finances or uh, the situation I am, I know I'm already wealthy. I know I'm already rich. I know I've already succeeded and reached my goals. That's something I already know. So like when I'm making these videos, I'm okay putting these out because I know for a fact in my life and where I'm gonna when where I see myself is higher than what is being perceived in the present moment, right? There's a vision for myself that I've always had, and it's always been there. Yeah, it sucks because I have to comb and I have to figure out the pathway and to make sure that, okay, when I'm combing and I'm walking in this path, maybe there may be a brick wall, right? That maybe there may be entanglement, but then again, there's just a changement in the road. I already see myself. I've already had this vision of myself since I was 5 and I was watching Disney Channel, bro. I've already seen the vision. I already seen how successful I am. I already know that I'm going to be successful. I don't have to prove that or show my worth in any circumstances to saying this. But the reason I bring this up to uh, in this video is because there's a persona that we always put out to people to say, hey, I'm this guy. I have a clothing brand. I'm this, and I'm not trying to put up a front. I take care of the people I love for, and I care about that. So when I look at my story and I look at how much my life has changed because of God, I was thinking about this, and I was reading my Bible today, and I was and it's in like I believe let me make sure it's in Psalm 77, and I think it's verse 7 through 15. And in the beginning of it, it's like you have this guy over here saying, God, why am I in this situation? Like, can you show me mercy? Can you show me mercy because I'm going through something right now? Like, have you not, like, do you not even care about me? And that's so real because I was thinking about that in my space. I was just reading this. I'm like, I'm going through that. I'm like, yo, God, where you at, bro? I am struggling right now, right? I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, yo, like my finances is tough. It's like I'm trying to hold this persona that I'm still like I'm getting to it. I'm locked in and stuff. I'm like, I'm tired of being locked in, right? I'm struggling here. This is the reality of it. This is the reality of holding your business. But it's the thing about what was so cool about it is because in the second half, he says, he talks to himself. He's like, wait, maybe I should reflect on what he'd done in the past. And that for me was like, oh my gosh, that's mind blowing because we forget a lot of times when we're in the present moment, we're going through something super tough and we don't know how everything is going to work out. You got to look in your past and you got to be like, well, what did he did before when I was in the situation I am in right now? I remember I'm like, damn, when I was at school and I didn't even know how I was going to pass the test. It was an important test. I still passed the test, right? It was a situation was like, damn, I'm stranded. How am I going to get home? Well, somehow, some way, I found a charger. I found a charger port, and I was able to call Uber. That's a blessing from God, right? When we look at those moments and we see those moments, I'm like, wow. And then lastly, he says, well, you got to praise God for those things that you have that you have happen, because this situation is no different from those situations. And I think about that right now. I'm like, wow, like just imagine the if I would have never opened my the book and found that God's just giving me more strength in the sense of what I'm going through. So this is why I say, this is my message, right? I will never be afraid of being myself, in the sense of saying, well, do I care for people? Do I smile a lot? Do I understand people a lot? Yeah, I go through all these different things because I think I'm super calculated when I think about certain things. And when I say calculated, I'm saying like my mind is constantly moving at a faster pace than I will be talking to people, right? I'm already at the end of their conversation because I already know exactly the words. It's not even, it's just something that I've done in my entire life. I can pick up on. But it's just like understanding the trueness of unlocking the situation and being thankful for the situation that you're in, but also recognizing that, you know, you don't have to be somebody else for other people, right? There's a verse where it says like, go out, you are the light of the world. Go show people your light, bro. So when I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I used to think to myself a lot. And it's so crazy because I'm going in and out of like two main points. The main point is, you know, when you're in a situation and you feel like your back is against the wall, there's no way out, go back to look in the past and then be grateful for those things that happened to you. And thank God that you're going to get out yourself that situation. And then two, you don't have to be somebody else, right? And it's just like, you can be the light of the world because there's a reason why you are who you are. I used to think about them like, damn, there's no way I'm such and such and I could be this person and this, that, and the third. But I'm not trying to be Drewski. I'm not trying to be Drake. I'm not trying to be nobody. I'm trying to be me. So when I think about my life, it's like, yes, I am 25 and I'm trying to be me. I'm tired of trying to be everybody's friend and trying to, you know, fit these narratives. And I don't fit that mode. I'm not a person that is into certain things. I don't like it. I'm 25. I'm not about to age myself, bro. I recognize that shit, and I recognize that I really like when I'm around younger people. And when I say younger, I'm like, if my cousin in high school, right, and he's in high school. So when I think about high schoolers, I'm like, that's so cool because it brings you back to it brings you back them, like you were just there. It's like you're not far off. Everybody expects you when you're 25, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta have a family. For sure, we live in different times. Do I want to have a family? Do I want to have all those different things? Yes, but we live in different times, and it's okay to be like, I'm 25. So, but at the end of the day, that was my moment. So, yeah, man, just stick in there. You know, things happen, but just be you, man.